It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2. In motion goes McLeod. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Falcons had a woeful 2-9 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one too low. Drake London, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll throw with Penix. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing again, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Robinson up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To the air, Penix. Robinson's got it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, pick that off, bro. You right there. Pick that off.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's Penix. This will be caught at the 2. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Herbert back to the air. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Drew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
What does that even mean? Washington D.C.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Is the guy from Washington D.C.? Is that what you're saying? D.C. stand up.
They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. To the air again, Herbert.
Oh, come on, bro. There's no reason for that, man.
Nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Falcon. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Looking to throw, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's good for Falcons. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw again is Penix. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll throw with Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and it will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Back at the 27.
So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A give left side to Robinson. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chargers 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 32-yard line. Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hampton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Herbert going to change the look. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 22-yard scamper. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
Come on, 70. You didn't block not a fucking soul, 70. Rashawn Slater. Ain't blocked no fucking money.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. To the air, Penix. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Penix. It's complete to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh my goodness, pick that shit off.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Robinson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Penix working out of the gun here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hampton. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hampton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On first down. It's Hampton, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive. In the
No, come on, man. And don't do that shit to me, man. Let me control the guy.
He's gonna go out of bounds, but he takes
Damn.
this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Hand off now to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Herbert changing things up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Herbert now. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. Room to maneuver at the 35. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Herbert. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. That is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert going to change the play here. Herbert going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And now they'll shift things around. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just up and snatch away a victory.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Herbert now to throw. It's brought in by Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So now our biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. First throw in overtime for Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards.
Come on, Rashawn Slater, you got a fucking block, man. God damn, bro. He just ran straight through that.
Escape, it didn't exist.
Herbert. That swung out wide to Harris. He'll go down right around the 47 this time. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. The Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Wrong button, Woody. Wrong button. I tried to press X. Damn, I tried to press X.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Herbert back to the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.